Okay, so when you start your exercises, you're going to complete each of these 4 different exercises in a separate file. So, for Dora Arc exercise, for example, I'll come to my AutoCAD interface, I'll click on Start New Drawing, okay, and I will draw my Dora exercise here, I'll close it, I'll save it, and then to create my next exercise, I'll open up a brand new drawing and generate it, okay? Warning, very big warning here, because this will throw you off, right? So you have to pay attention. When I look at these exercises, let's just open this up here. And you'll say, oh yeah, I get it here. And then you'll go home and forget, okay? What units is this exercise in? Architectural, that's right. Okay, so when I draw this exercise, I need to make sure that my brand new drawing that defaults to decimal, I need to change those units to architectural before I do anything. Because if I forget when I go to input my units, it won't recognize it, okay? Let's go back to our Canvas site here. Next exercise, 4 inches, right? Not decimals. So just, I know it's easy to, you're like, oh yeah, right? It's 4 inches, I see it. It's easy to not remember this thing. What units is this in? This is decimals, okay? So we have the first 2 exercises in architectural units. The third exercise, this is in decimal, and then we have this last one that is again in architectural, okay? So you just really want to pay attention to the units that you use to generate it. So that's number 1, okay? The next thing I want to kind of point out for these exercises is, so this is interesting. I could start at 2.85 comma 2.25. That's a absolute input. And then I could use, a polar input to create this, or I could use my object track or my polar tracking to create a 120-degree angle. Remember this little polar tracking guy? 120 degrees is right there. So when I draw my lines, right, 120 degrees, you see that? Look how easy it is to generate that 120-degree angle. So I start here, use my 120-degree angle snap, type in 2.50, go to there, right? I draw this outline. You're going to have to draw both halves for now, okay? This little circle right here has a 1 inch, that's a diameter symbol, so 1 inch diameter, but you're like, it's floating in space. How do I get it out there, right? Well, we're going to learn a couple of tools next time to help you, okay? So if if you want to start these assignments, go ahead, but you may not be able to finish all of them. The first 2, I think you could very easily finish. This one, you could probably get the outline of it totally done, but you may have to wait till we learn how to move and copy and all that stuff, okay? This one, you could probably start this one, but again, I think you might not be able to finish it until we get our modification commands learned, okay? So I will post these and publish these just as soon as I get our video and everything posted, but these are going to be your assignments. You will use your object snaps to generate all these. This one's a little tricky, but I think you'll be able to figure it out, okay? And just a hint, measure these if you have to. Use a ruler, print it out, and use a ruler to measure things if you have to. Hint, hint. Okay. Okay. Any other questions on any of those? So there's 4 of those. When you submit them to Canvas, you will create a brand new file, draw, close it, save it. So you'll have 4 files that you will submit to Canvas for credit. Okay. Get started on it, and if you have questions, like I said, we'll go over this a little bit in our next class, and we'll also do modification commands, okay? Okay, thanks guys.